going on, guys? Your boy Jay Blaze coming at you with another Madden video, and I want to talk about the Rookie Premier promo that just came out. After looking at this promo, figuring out what was going on about it, I got to say I like this promo. I was glad to see that it came about. I really didn't know. It was kind of touch and go, kind of here and there, whether or not EA would do the Rookie Premier promo. But the promo goes like this. Basically, you have the opportunity to get what they call patches, and you get these patches, you get 10 of them, and they unlock a Rookie Premier card. It'll unlock the 99 version of the rookies that came out, and you can get that player and use that player in 19, but his stats obviously not going to be a 99. They're going to be where they're starting at, probably like 77 to 79, and then they're going to progress as new cards come available for that particular player. But these are the way in which you can get some patches. All right, if you turn in 92 overall rookies, you can get one Premier patch. Right now, these 92 overall rookies are going for about 39 and 41,000. All right, it takes 2 of those to get one Premier patch, or you can do 6 85 to 89 overall NFL draft players, and you can get one Rookie Premier patch from that. Now, this is what I have to stand up and give EA Sports a standing ovation. I understand that they really couldn't do anything to reverse the fact that you powered up a card and you was looking for that card to actually have another power up to get that card up to maybe a 98 or possibly a 99, and it just didn't happen. EA just decided that, hey, yeah, we're done with power ups, by the way. I know that money you invested in that card, you thought that card was going to get another power. Now we're done. We're going to concentrate on Madden 19. Well, since they couldn't go ahead and give us that card that we needed, they gave us what I think is probably the next best thing, because they did. They gave us the ability to turn in an 87 to 91 power up player for one Rookie Premier patch, a 92 to 94 for 2 Rookie Premier patch, a 95 to a 97 powered up player for 3 Rookie Premier patches. This is the one I did. I turned in the Linval Joseph card that I really thought was going to be a pretty good power up for me, because I had the NAT playoff version of that card and I chose to power him up, and he didn't get another power up. So this allowed me, and I really don't use him because he just can't get off of blocks, and he's just not that good. Yeah, he has secure tackler, but if he gets pushed down the field 10 yards, that doesn't really matter. But I turned him in and I got a Rookie Premier patch. So they gave me 3. Now, EA is going to start you off with 1 patch in the startup. Every promo they give you like a startup player or startup item. And the item they gave me was the patch in this one. Now, the last one you could turn in 198 to 99 overall player, get 5 Rookie Premier patches. I really don't know of any power up player that's 98 or 99 that's worth turning in to get patches, because let me tell you guys, this promo is so easy to do. Alright guys, before we get into who's available in this Rookie Premier, let me go and check out the remote rewards that I got. If you guys aren't signed up at remoterewards.com, you need to be, especially going into 19. Sign up. What they do, they track who you are by putting in, you put in your email address that's associated with EA Sports. They track your progress, they track what you do, and if they rank you on tiers. If you meet a certain threshold, then you get rewarded according to your status. Right now I'm legendary status, so that means I get more of the players that people would get in MUT rewards, and I get more of the items. So that's where you want to be. You want to be at your legendary status. So let's check that out. Let's see what I got. The Rookie Premier came out, I think a couple days ago. Well, actually, it came out today. So this probably is going to be something going towards that promo, or it may actually be cards. And just like I thought, the MUT rewards that we got was the Rookie Premier. So it's probably going to give me about, let's see, let's give me a lot of patches. Actually, give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You give me 7 patches to start off with. So that's probably going to be pretty huge, because I remember with the Doug Peterson promo, well, actually some Roberts promo, they actually gave you 5 movie tickets. So this is a little bit more. It's 7. I really don't know how much it takes to actually unlock a Rookie Premier player, but 7 towards that goal helps out tremendously. Starting at the top of the list, you have Sam Darnold, 99 overall. Like I said, all these cars 99. But in Madden 19, it's going to start off at a 77. Now, I already went ahead and chose, Saquon Barkley because he's the easiest choice to make. When you look at everybody on this Rookie Premier, I think this guy has the most opportunity to have the most cars that are going to come out. I mean, look at the situation that he's in. Eli Manning really hasn't had a back like this, I don't think, in ever. All right, so this back with that quarterback who has enough experience to know I can check the ball down because this guy can catch, this guy can run, this guy can block. He's a good kid. He's going to come to work on time. I think Eli's going to love a player like this, and I think he's going to have a lot of opportunities to make a lot of plays, thus getting a lot of good cards from Madden. So I went with this card right here as a no-brainer. Then you have Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley is in a good situation. He's going to transfer over to a 77 overall starting out in month 19. He has a great receiver across from him, Julio Jones. And yes, Julio Jones is coming back. I don't think he's going to sit. I just think this is just a ploy, smart ploy on his behalf to, get the Falcons to put some respect on his name, man. This guy, the highest paid wide receiver coming into the league. Now, we all know that he's not just the 7th best wide receiver in the league. It's probably 1, 2, or 3. So the man wants his money, wants a little respect. Hayden Hurst, I know I'm not going to do this card at all. You couldn't even give me this card. You're going to be a 76 in the mud, but that's next year. But it doesn't matter. I just don't think he's going to have a lot of opportunities to make a lot of plays, and that's just how I feel. Quentin Nelson, if you're not the best guard in the game, then I wouldn't get you as a player to start off with a Rookie Premier because it's hard for guards to actually, get that recognition at the beginning of their career. So I wouldn't go with this card. Now, Bradley Chubb. I think Bradley Chubb's going to have a great opportunity to have a lot of great cards going into month 19 because for the simple fact the man played opposite side of Von Miller. And I think he could fill that DeMarcus Ware role very well, quite nicely. I think he's going to have a lot of one-on-one situations. I think a lot of quarterbacks going to roll to his side. I think this guy could actually be a stud. And I think he benefit from being in the situation that he's in Denver. So I think he could get some cards. Now, Leighton Vander Esch. Leighton Vander Esch has the potential to be one of the biggest jokes in the history of the National Football League, or he could be one of the coolest players to have ever played because with that name, Leighton Vander Esch, probably Leighton Vander Esch III, he sounds pretty much like a Rhodes Scholar from Harvard as opposed to an NFL linebacker playing for the Dallas Cowboys. But, hey, you never know, man. Sean Lee's there. Sean Lee can take him up on his wing, turn him into a healthier version of Sean Lee. But I still wouldn't go with him. He have to prove to me next season. Raekwon Smith. If I'm going to go with a linebacker, man, this is the linebacker that you go for, man. This guy was an absolute beast in college, man. That game that he had against Oklahoma, man, that guy is just a monster, man. Plus, he's going to the Bears, where he's going to play with his ex-Georgia teammate and alum, Leonard Floyd. I think this card is going to have a lot of opportunities to be very good next year. I think this player is going to be very good. So I think this guy, I would go with this guy. It's either between him or Bradley Chubb if I wasn't going to go with the guy that I am going to go with. But I think this Raekwon Smith, if you go with him, you can't go wrong. Denzel Ward, he's on the Browns. He's a corner. He's going to translate over to a 79 overall. If you like the Browns and you like cornerbacks, go with this guy. But I don't like either. Well, I like cornerbacks, but just not him. I wouldn't go that way. Now, this is my boy right here. This is Derwin 6'3" James. This guy right here is the man. I have the 96 version of his card, his rookie draft card. And even though I surrounded him with 99 players and stuff, this guy still remains a starter on my team because he can actually play. I put it to you like this. He is so good that he keeps Brian Dawkins on the bench. All right. This card right here, I cannot go away from this card. So I know this guy is going to be a stud next year. You put that guy in that secondary with Casey Hayward. I mean, come on, man. This guy's going to have a lot of opportunity to make big plays, flying all over the field. This guy can run like a gazelle and hit like a freight train, man. This guy right here has been the best safety in Madden that I have play with. So I'm going to go with this card. He's going to start out at 77 overall, but you know what? I think he's going to have the intangibles that you just can't see just by looking at his stats and attributes. So I'm going to go with this card right here. Now, with every promo, well, not every promo, most of the promos that come out, man, Madden's going to accompany it with solo challenges. And this solo challenge, it consists of 10 games. Now, they're not actual full games, but they're not all short moments. Some of them are, some of them are. I know one of the moments you have to actually play a full 5-minute quarter. So there it is. You have to do what you got to do with that. But what you can do while you're playing these solos is you can win 2 Rookie Premier players. You complete these solos, and you can turn that into 1 patch. And they also give you another patch at it. Once you do that, you should have enough patches to go ahead and get whatever player you want. This actually is one of the easiest promos that I've seen. So you go ahead and you do that. Get your player that you want to pick. Now just be thoughtful and mindful when you do this, because just don't get players that you think you can flip, because let me tell you guys something. These players right now are only 40,000. So you're not going to get this card and just flip it. All right, that's just letting you know this is a very accessible, easy promo to do. You know, Madden's winding down. You're not going to get a lot of coin for these cards. So this is just to get you going for next year. You know, this is going to be absolutely the last promo that's going to come out by EA. So take that in mind, take that in consideration when you make your choice. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you guys went with and why you went with them. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.